Audrey, thank you for breakfast.
You're more than welcome, Jeff.
Where are the boys, honey?
Upstairs.
Oh.
We're gonna have to figure out something for them to do today. And what are your plans, you two?
Well, I'm going to take an exercise class, and I'm going on to work.
And I'm going to go over to Lesley's and talk to Mom. I'm going to tell her that I've decided to put Heather in the state mental hospital.
You've made up your mind definitely now.
Yes, I have, and I'm not going to be talked out of it.
I think you're doing the right thing.
Of course, Mrs. Grant may not agree with you.
I don't expect her to.
You'll just have to make her see the wisdom of it, Jeff.
Yeah, well, if Alice won't go along with my decision about Heather, I'm just going to have to go ahead without her consent.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come down to that.
So do I. But what options do I have? It's either that or give up any hope of marrying Anne for 5 years. And I'll be damned if I'll do that without a fight.
I have some nice hot tea for you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Grant, the French toast is wonderful.
Well, I'm so glad you like it, Amy. That used to be Heather's favorite breakfast, too.
Well, I'm not surprised.
How are things going with Heather? Has Jeff decided yet anything about her?
Well, I know he's doing some very hard thinking about it. I just hope that he doesn't decide to do anything that I won't be too happy about.
I don't think he'll do anything at all unless he talks it over with you first.
You don't have to move her from Pine Circle, do you?
No, we don't have to. I mean, I know that it is expensive, but I also know that she is being cared for there, and that's what matters to me the most.
Well, I think Jeff really believes that the diagnostic facilities are a whole lot better in a state facility.
We know what's wrong with Heather. And until Heather can come back to us and be herself, I just want to know that she's comfortable and that she's cared for, not stuck away in some padded cell and ignored, Dr. Weber.
I don't think she would ever be treated like that. I think those days are long gone.
I know, but it still frightens me. My turn. Oh, Dr. Weber.
Hey, Alice, Lesley's expecting me.
Yes, sir. She told me you were on your way over. Come in.
Thank you. Amy?
Hi, Rick. Hi. We're just finishing breakfast. Would you like something?
No, thank you very much.
Well, would you like to sit down? Amy, would you excuse us for a couple of minutes?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll be in the kitchen if you need me. Dr. Weber, I'd just like to know how sorry I am about what happened yesterday.
Just want
I'll be upstairs if you want anything.
Thank you.
it was rather terrible, wasn't
Excuse me.
it? Have you heard anything new since we talked on the phone?
Not a word, but thank you for coming over.
Well, I knew you were worried. Do you have any idea at all where she might have gone?
No. All I can think is that she's run away again.
Well, that may be the case. I mean, that is her chronic pattern when she gets into trouble, and this is trouble.
Well, she's not the only one in trouble this time. I heard that Scotty may be charged today.
Yeah, I heard that on the newscast myself this morning.
Rick, what can we do? Is there anything that anybody can do for either of them?
I think Lee's the only person who can help Scotty right now. And as for Laura, I wouldn't know where to begin to try to solve that problem.
I just feel as if I've let her down somehow. You asked me to get her to confide in me. I did. I talked to her, but I didn't push her to tell me everything that was bothering her because I really didn't think... Well, I just never dreamed it would be anything like this. Luke Spencer.
Yeah, I know. It isn't an easy situation.
Poor Scotty. I think he's absolutely destroyed by all this.
Lee, well, I haven't seen you for quite a while.
Sorry it has to be under circumstances like this.
Yes, I can imagine. It's a great pity this had to happen.
There's still time to drop these ridiculous murder charges, you know that.
I feel as sorry as anybody could be about this, Lee, but I'm afraid I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Jim, we're talking about my son. I know him. I know he had no intention of murdering Luke Spencer.
Well, that's something we'll have to prove. But as things stand, I feel I have a very strong case. I also feel it's my duty to present it, and the sooner the better.
I wish you'd reconsider.
I've thought about it all very carefully, Lee, and I understand the ramifications of it. I feel I have to proceed.
Well, nothing more I can say, I guess. Just have to take our chances before the judge.
I'm afraid so. There's the bailiff now.
All rise.
Here we go, and lift, side, tall neck, posture, please. Give me some posture. You all are terrible today. Side, blow it out. No, you can't put your arms down. Matter of fact, lace them and bring them all the way up. And again, side, stomach in. Stomach in. You're not getting a break right now. Come on. Let me see some enthusiasm, please. Give me some life in these. You're not even doing this right. You're posing. Come on, higher. Susie, could I see a little smile? Matter of fact, why don't you all smile? Your faces need the exercise. Bring it up, breathe. Exhale.
No problem. Hope you're not too late.
No, I don't think so. I want to get some exercising done. I don't think I made the class entirely. Good luck with this today.
Thanks. Got a feeling I'm going to need it. Bye.
Inhale. Let me hear it. And again, one more time. And stop, stop, stop. Okay, this is a break. You all were terrible.
Great. Wonderful.
I know you're not in the mood, but when we come back after break, could you all have a little more energy?
I'll try. Okay. Hi, you're really late. Oh, I know. I'm going to have to apologize to Richard.
Oh, has there been any word about Laura?
No, not that I know of. No one's heard from her.
I wonder where she could have gone. You know, she probably got frightened by what happened yesterday.
Well, for good reason. The whole thing was very frightening.
Hi.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
I just came by to check around. Hello, Richard.
Hi, how are you?
I came to see, has anyone seen or heard from Laura?
I haven't, and she didn't even show up for class today.
Oh, well, you haven't heard from her, have you?
Not a word.
Neither have I.
I heard what happened at the wedding yesterday. Must have been terrible for everyone.
It sure was, and things seem to be getting only worse.
Has anybody heard about a memorial service for Luke?
I'm not sure, but I think there will be.
Gee, I just can't believe he's really dead. It just doesn't seem the same without him around.
I mean, everything today is pretty sad. That's why I didn't cancel class. I wanted to have this so I could, make people kind of forget their depressions and everything. I guess it's not working.
Look, I'll call you later. If you hear anything from Laura, you let me know right away.
Okay, I will. Take care.
Take care.
Girls, break's over, depression's over. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna do some sit-ups, about 200 today. You're gonna have a fabulous time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, get your towels. I got the music. You're gonna love this song.
Speak for yourself.
Mr. Simmons?
Yes?
I'm Lieutenant Stoddard of the Port Charles Police. I have a search warrant with me, and I'd like to take a look at Luke Spencer's office.
A search warrant? Okay, come with me. Girls, I'm gonna go away for just a second, but you sit here and you start practicing, okay?
Okay, Richard. Let's not. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I see the warrant and everything, but I really don't have any responsibility that you involved. Or even let you search it. This office.
I'm not going to wreck the place.
Okay.
All I'm going to do is make a quick search.
Okay, now you keep it clean in here, all right?
I've been here before.
Okay.
No one has seen my daughter since yesterday. About noon. Where's the officer I talked to down this morning? I see. He did. I realize it hasn't been quite 24 hours yet, but it won't be long until it is. We've checked every conceivable place we could think of. Well, yes, that's right. All her friends. That's true, but that was a different situation entirely. All right, I'll wait. I'll try again later. I guess there isn't much else that I can do, is there? Thank you for your help.
What's the matter? What did they say?
Oh, it's the usual red tape and bureaucracy.
But what did they say?
They have to wait a full 24 hours before they can do anything.
Oh, well, we expected that. You've heard that before.
This time there is a new wrinkle. This isn't the first time she's done it, so they are not concerned about her this time.
Well, I'm not asking for their sympathy. I just think we're entitled to their help.
But not until noon. It has to be a full 24 hours. I mean, I can understand their point to some extent. She has done it 3 times. They are beginning to think that she is a chronic runaway, which is not too far away from being the truth.
Well, I think this is a little bit different. And where do you suppose she could have gone this time?
Lesley, we have to face it. She could be anywhere. She might have done something as simple as spending the night at a girlfriend's house.
No. I called all of her girlfriends. She is not with them.
If they are telling the truth, she might have asked them to lie. You know how they stick together. Lesley, she may have gone to a hotel, just spent the night. She may have thought she needed more time just to sort things out.
Oh, but surely she would have told somebody where she was.
Not necessarily. There are several other possibilities, one of which would be she happens to be frightened about what happened to Luke. And she's hiding somewhere.
Or she's lying dead in an alley somewhere. That's a possibility we're not mentioning.
No, there have been no police reports to that effect, and at no hospital in the city has anyone checked in or been admitted that fits Laura's description.
How do you know that?
Because I checked on that before I came over here.
Oh. Thank you for doing that.
You're most welcome. She happens to be my daughter, too, you know.
Well, what do you think we should do now? What are your suggestions?
I think the only thing we can do is to wait. Give her a little more time. So, in the meantime, let's not go to pieces, all right?
Well, I really am doing my best to stay calm, but I'm worried about her. I'm very worried about Scotty, and I'm just sick about Luke and Jennifer.
I know, maybe that's news now.
Hi.
Jeff, it's you. It's Jeff.
Hope I'm not stopping by at a bad time.
Are there any good times these days? Come on in.
Hi, Rick. Lesley.
Hi.
Jeff, what's up?
Nothing. I just stopped by to talk to Mom for a minute.
Oh, well, don't let us disturb you.
Okay, thanks.
I think I can guess what it is you want to talk to me about.
Can you?
Well, it's about Heather, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I gotta talk to you, Mom.
You want to transfer her to the state hospital, don't you? No, it's more than want to. You've made up your mind to do it.
Yes, I have. I'm gonna go ahead with it, Mom.
In spite of anything that I say.
Look, I don't want to go against your wishes, but I've thought about it, and I'm convinced that it's the best thing for her, for everyone.
Not for me, it isn't, Jeff. And I'm not so sure it's the best thing for Heather.
Well, I'm just going to have to convince you then, Mom, if you'll give me the chance. But we can't very well talk here, can we?
No, we can't. Would you like to come into the kitchen?
Fine. Just give me a minute here, all right?
Right.
Rick, Lesley, anything new on Laura?
Not a thing.
We've tried everything we can think of. I don't know what to do now.
What about Scotty?
Well, as far as we know, he is probably going to court to be arraigned today. I just can't believe that if Laura hears about that, she won't be there. I don't care what kind of an argument they had. I can't believe that she doesn't care anything about what happens
Look,
to her.
Lesley, if she knows it's happening, she'll be there.
Without knowing all of the contributing factors, we nonetheless contend that Scott Baldwin arrived at the marina, came on board Frank Smith's yacht with the express intention of attacking Luke Spencer, an attack that occurred and which resulted in Spencer's death. In view of that, Your Honor, we ask that Scott Baldwin be bound over for trial as expeditiously as possible. We have and are prepared to call a number of reliable witnesses who can testify as to the events that took place yesterday afternoon. There is no doubt about what happened on that yacht. Because of that, we believe that Mr. Baldwin must be charged with the murder of Luke Spencer.
Your Honor, we don't deny that a fight took place or that there were witnesses to it. We do vehemently deny that there was any premeditation or any intent on the part of our client to do serious injury to Luke Spencer. I should like to call the court's attention to the fact, which can also be attested to by scores of witnesses, that when my client saw what had happened, he was the first person to attempt to give aid to Mr. Spencer. It was my client who dived into the water to try and save his life. Nor was it a pro forma attempt. He stayed in the water a considerable length of time. He dived repeatedly trying to save him. This is hardly the action of a man who had premeditated murder. Additionally, I should point out to the court that my client is himself an attorney duly licensed under the laws of this state practice law. Your Honor, if the crime had been premeditated, then why not choose a time and a place where there were no witnesses? But to do it in broad daylight, with dozens of witnesses standing right there on the deck with him. Finally, Your Honor, in charging my client with first-degree murder, I wish you would take into account the fact that my client had had a heartbreaking domestic quarrel with his wife. Had just had that, and that is what caused his anger against Luke Spencer that day. He acted emotionally here, and certainly without any deliberation. There was no time for him to think what he was doing. Therefore, for these reasons, Scotty Baldwin pleads not guilty to the charge of murder in the first degree. Thank you.
Laura, I'm back. Laura? Laura, you in there?